A call to duty. Personnel from the Ghana Armed Forces arrive at the St. Anthony Barracks at ACHIASE in the Eastern region. They are here on a mission to search, locate and wipe out rebels who have taken over towns in the Bire municipal and district assemblies. Early morning, the army personnel are up and ready to begin the day's activities. They have just 10 minutes to grab this breakfast, pack their jungle kits into the vehicle and head to the converging grounds where they will be deployed to the communities being terrorized by rebels. With the rising of the sun, day one of the exercise has commenced. All the personnel gather at the Esoso Park for a final dress rehearsal and inspection of their jungle kits. Chiefs and elders of the town have been informed about the exercise set to take place in their community and have given their blessings. At the parade, Chief of Air Staff, Air Vice Marshal Maxwell Manchebite Nagai, assisted by the commander of the Jungle Welfare School, Lieutenant Colonel Bruni, inspects all the teams to make sure they are ready for the mission. He wishes the troops a successful operation.
The objectives of ACHIASE target path are to test the capability of a cross-section of the Ghana Armed Forces to carry out detailed planning, execution, command and control of long-range patrols within the setting of offensive and defensive operations in international security and counter-insurgency.
All is set for the troops to move to their patrol base and their captains give them preliminary briefings.
50 meters within closed country and 100 meters within open country.
The battle line has been drawn from now to the next 4 days. I'll be there to bring you all the action as and when it unfolds. Nabil Ahmed Rufai, GH1 News. Day one of counter-insurgency begins. Troops take position and enter jungle to set up a patrol base for the operation to capture the enemy, Mojafin. They assess their environment for a potential enemy lurking around. Convinced of no enemy in sight, they set up their patrol base and then the team's captain dispatches some men to survey the area to find out the exact location of the enemy. The men are back with information on the location of the enemy within the jungle. Captain of the group maps out a strategy in the form of a model for the attack.
This is our objective area. Great Depth 08972. And this map you see here represents the ground on which we have also been operating. It is made to a scale of 1:50 meters. And the arrow you see here points to the direction of the north, and on the ground it also points to the same direction.
He then gives final orders on how to execute the task and assigns specific roles to the team members.
Scorpion Platoon has been tasked by our task force headquarters to conduct raid operations to capture Colonel Tai Mojafin. Let's go. One session move.
The group is now on the move to capture the enemy. They are ready to launch an attack. Gunshots are fired, and the group advances into the enemy's territory to capture Mojafin. He has been captured. A successful operation ends day one. But the battle is not over. Mojafin's allies, the Jumbo Commandos, are still creating havoc in other communities and must be overpowered. A new day, and the quest to defeat the rebels, Jumbo Commandos lurking in the jungle, continues. The troops get ready to move from their patrol base to the next location. They have mapped out the routes and with the aid of a compass will navigate through the jungle for 12 kilometers till they get to the Brim River.
At the truck junction, we'll shoot another barrel 2 hour altitude. 2 hour altitude.
As they move through the jungle, they stop, check whether an enemy is in sight, then continue with the navigation. They walk and run in thick mud. There is no place for fatigue at this point. The 32 platoon comprising 5 females are determined to reach their destination, carrying their bags which weighs at least 28 kilograms, drenched in sweat. Their love to serve the country and protect citizens from enemies makes them soldier on. After 12 kilometers of running and walking through the jungle, we are here at the Brim River, and our quest to defeat the enemy is far from over, because we will have to cross this river as we advance the enemy territory. After crossing the Brim River, the troops will sleep in the jungle and prepare for the next operation to defeat the Jumbo Commandos, who are suspected to have pitched camp at a bush nearby. Final day of the mission to destroy the rebels Jumbo Commandos. Platoon Commander Esufo outlines mode of operation for the day.
Twigs represent culverts. These placed twigs, sticks, crossed represent pylons.
Ghana's troops have moved from their patrol base near the Brim River and are advancing towards the enemy territory.
Round one.
Suddenly, we are ambushed by the enemy, and out of the blue, shots are fired at us. It's the enemy territory, and upon our arrival, we are being shot at because the enemy here has realized our presence. We had to immediately take cover. At this point, I felt the enemy had gotten us, and we were at the verge of losing the battle. But our troops regrouped and braced the odds to counter the ambush. The troops have overpowered the Jumbo Commandos. Our men are also maimed in the process. Okay, so as you can see, one of the enemy is lying here. He's been shot by the platoon after the counter-insurgency. We are now at the critical point where our casualties have to be evacuated and sent to hospitals. As the troops prepare for that, they encounter a roadblock and have to perform this exercise to make sure there are no mines there. The troops are now ready for the evacuation of the casualties. A helicopter has been signaled to come pick them up. So we are in the helicopter and we are taking one of our men who was down during the attack from the enemy. Now rebel leader Mojafin and his allies Jumbo Commandos have been defeated. Activities in the towns in the Birim municipal and district assemblies are gradually returning to normal. Well, this whole exercise was to test the nation's readiness to deal with insurgency as being experienced in some parts of the African continent, like neighboring Nigeria, who are being haunted by Boko Haram group. It's called Exercise Jungle Path and comprises various military drills employed by the army during jungle warfare. This was the climax of the exercise Tigers Path 2017. 6 teams competed with the Southern Command emerging winners. The cup was taken from the Support Services team who won it in 2015. The next time such an exercise will be held is 2019. Until then, we are assured of the Army's preparedness to thwart any form of insurgency in the country. Nabil Ahmed Rufai, GH1 News.